Does it displease you?
The crafts work is admirable, but the result is not.
What did they do?
You can see he has sort of like a slight grin. Many, many years ago, the forest folk lived here in peace and harmony with the land. And then the Delmors came. They conquered the region, pillaged it, and forced us into hiding. Forced my people into hiding.
Do we know that word?
The Delmorians?
Yeah.
You have heard that before. That was the people that came before Strahd came.
Alright.
Yeah. So this is like 700-800 something years ago before this story.
And he's from before that?
Yes, he's even older than that.
Wow.
And he would continue. After a great many struggles against the Delmorians, another came to conquer the land. A young, strong individual, devoted to protecting it. Conquered it. Throughout the Delmorians, the pillagers that have ravaged our lands for so long. And people thought it was hope. Some saw a potential for an allegiance with this lord, wished to set up his life here. And so they did. Those are known as the betrayers. There were others that were displeased with the betrayers' actions, and the forest folk broke in half. The warrior tribes did not see it as such, and rebelled against this new ruler, saw it only as trouble to the land. But in due time, the Lord eventually ruled the land, and has done so for centuries since. Those you encountered atop Yesterhill were of the betrayers. Those who still have an allegiance to the Lord of the land. And that ritual you spied is the work of the Lord. By what or how, or the means at which, I would not know. But it was part of that faithful initiation between the betrayers and the splitting forest folk in half.
But do you know what the pact they signed was?
A pact of protection and peace. It was an allegiance between the forest folk and a man who conquered the land.
How was it sealed?
He just chuckles. It would appear that perhaps the betrayers did not fully grasp the consequence of their actions. As the conqueror appeared, it seems, quite adept at conjuring forth their own rituals. And now we live with these times. I'm afraid that is all I know about it.
Well, that was a load of nothing.
I don't think that really gives much help into how to break it.
Or even what it is. Like,
But
I don't see how some viney deer comes into play.
If you wish to learn more about this, if you truly want to seek out this information, there is someone you could seek out. You would need to find the elder of the current forest folk. They currently reside in Yagdrag.
Oh, hey, that word.
Yak
At the
drug?
path,
Or yay drug?
Yagdrag. At the path up to Mount Gakis, at the treacherous Zolenska Pass, there resides a city town, the forest folk, that have hidden away from harm's way, perhaps in the most dangerous region one can come across. But they survive nonetheless. Seek out the elder there, and they might be able to give you a much more thorough tale.
If only we had a map of the area and we could have seen that an area was named Yadrug, we wouldn't have been there for like an hour. Ow! I pumped my knee.
Oh, we know now.
Can we have the map, Lloyd?
Okay, I can reveal more of the map.
Ah, I was not even revealed.
But
Yeah.
rest assured, there is no location that is called Yagdrag on the
But
map.
Kakis is there.
No, I'm
Yeah,
not saying
right.
we need it. It was more of a, if only there was a location named Yadrug that we could have just seen. Doesn't mean it has to be on this map.
Should
Yeah.
we not buy a
So
map of the...
Solensk Pass would continue to travel upwards across the mountain until it eventually gets up to Mount Gakis, far south.
And they live on top of Kakis, or near Kakis. Next to
He
Kakis.
didn't say atop Mount Gakis. He would say along the path to Mount Gakis, when you'd follow the paths of the Solenka Pass. So that path. You would find them residing in a valley on the pathway up towards the mountain. He would also inform you that it is extremely cold up there. A lot of snow all the time. And it is a fairly dangerous place. But should your heart wish to seek it out, you can.
Well, we will head there, but first we need to save some children, apparently. That's on the opposite side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna disconnect for today. I'm a bit dead. It's a nasty week for me. Micah started the recording. Lloyd, can you pass her my character?
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm sorry about that, but it's a bit of a complicated week this week.
See.
See you.
Bye.
Okay. Well,
I think one of our card readings mentioned the mountains, right?
I don't think Awen's does, because Awen's is just the domain of the doctor and then just somewhere. I don't know if anything mentions the mountains, actually.
I don't think mountains specifically, but heights, which typically means a mountain.
Oh, I can't find it. 1, 2, 3 at least.
No, mine doesn't say that anything. Mine is about I don't know, going to the realm of the doctor, which I don't know, like limbo or something.
No, I can't find it at the moment, but it might be relevant to one of them. I just can't find it at the moment.
Maybe the marionette. Not sure whether that's what I was thinking of. Though I assume that's referring to near Strahd's location, which I don't believe Mount Gacus is.
No, Gekka's
Which one? The last one. I am marionette. I assume it means just his castle on top of wherever, but maybe he's also having a vacation house in Mount Cacus. I would put it beside me. Anyways, we have a long travel. Should we return the gem and then try and save some kids, maybe?
Yeah.
Do we pass that on the way? The vine, which is a vine.
Yeah.
Well, we're returning the stones to them regardless.
Thank you, Sir Khan. We'll make great use of your spear.
May it serve you well in your future travels. And soak it in blood on occasion, otherwise he gets hungry.
Oh, actually, before we go, do you recognise this? I'll show him the dagger.
Okay. You go to reach for the dagger and it's not there.
Ah.
I'll kind of look at Seren. Did you take my dagger?
I didn't even know you had a dagger. How does it look like?
Just like a small ritual dagger with an eye symbol on it.
Okay, hold on. I'll look through my pockets for the daggers I have.
It doesn't match any of its descriptions.
Nope, these are the only 2 I have.
Well, I'll
Maybe
describe it to Kavan instead.
That is the dagger of the Seeker. It is part of any ritual in which you wish to commune with the Seeker.
Oh.
Does
It
it have a-
is.
Did we have to stab the stag with this specific thing then?
No.
Don't stab the stag, I think.
The stag is a representation of the spirit of the Seeker.
So it's normal that it looks like that? Or it's not normal that it looks like that?
Looks like what?
Kind of dried out with a bunch of vines in it?
No, that is not normal.
Well, that's what we were trying to disrupt. But hey, maybe that dagger would be useful instead of, using my normal daggers to cut my hand.
Maybe if we still had it, then
The dagger and the bowl of the Seeker are ritual components that are bound to the shrine. Should you wish to take them with you, they will find their way back to whence they came.
oh well, there you go.
So the dagger is
Should
now.
you wish to use them at some later point, you will always know where to find them.
So the dagger is just laying in the dirt now again.
Yeah.
Kind of in the open.
And the bowl would be back resting atop the stag's head.
Well, I did put it back, so.
Oh, you did put it back, yes. So then you wouldn't have experienced losing it.
I'm not carrying a bowl around.
I guess we did find something out after all.
Oh, next time I'll cut my hand for ritualistic purposes. I'll use the dagger, I guess.
And again, for the nature of the rituals in which you wish to commune with the Seeker, you would need to seek out the Elder in Yagdrag.
Yeah. Sadly, there's so much to do in so little time.
Well, we're stuck here regardless, so
That we very much all are, he says as he floats back to the stone.
Before he goes, can I ask him if there's something that binds him to this? If he wants to be released or something? Don't even know how you.
I never was quite the person to rest for an eternity.
Alright.
I prefer it this way.
Sounds good.
Well, if worst comes to worst, you can use one of my arms maybe for a spell. I guess probably he prefers fighting more than spells.
Probably. He looks like the fighter type, but he would be gone at this point.
Oh, let's go return our little gem. Big gem.
Okay.
cardboard gem.
Green gem.
So you would make your way back to the winery, and you meet up with the Kreskovs.
In the cart, I will ask, does anyone know how to play the horn?
You blow in one end and
What?
that's it.
I'll attempt to use the horns I've picked up from.
Sure, it's easy enough. You just blow in the horn. It makes a booming sound like it be head far away, like what a horn should do.
In fairness, it's a musical instrument, so maybe you can play the horn.
Yeah, you can. With some finesse, with some technique, I guess, is the right word to it.
Well, now I don't like them anymore, the normal standard horns. I just remembered I got them still, that's all I was asking.
Yeah, you still have them. They're not gone.
Yeah, I know. It was not the intent to just go back like, oh, I found some horns. Oh, well, maybe someone enjoys the horns.
So you would make it back to the winery, and you would meet up with the Kreskovs. Mhm. I assume you wanted to speak to Davian. he's the elderly gentleman. That's the the eldest of the of the family that runs the winery.
Mm-hmm.
I assume if he's the one requesting that we
Yeah.
bring his things back, then yeah, probably him.
You would meet up with him. He would ask you, "So, how did it go? At least back in one piece. That is good."
Who has the gem?
Aeon is currently holding it.
We'll grab Awen. Behold!
It's wonderful to see that you've been able to recover it. He reaches out a hand to pick it up.
I give it back to him.
Mhm.
Can I ask him where he got it from? Before he.
Oh,
fully
we've been
gets it
over
back.
this.
And he has to reply to me if he wants it.
He was being rather secretive about it, but he would say it was a gift to keep this land fertile for the means of growing grapes needed for producing wine. It was bestowed upon us. Well, my family at least.
Bye. Question mark.
It was a gift of the land.
So a giant ass flower popped out of the ground and was like budded and bloomed and was like, here you go.
Isn't that what usually happens in the Feywild anyways?
Yes, but not here.
He just chuckles.
It's from the
Well,
druid people then.
you're an interesting bunch. It was a gift of the Rosona. The lady's 3. Now keep that to yourself. You wouldn't.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay. I will hand back the gem.
You're familiar with them then?
Yes.
Have you heard of the village of Yedrak?
Yes. And I'm starting to wonder how you came across this. But I have.
We discovered a burial site or a shrine up on Yesterhill, and we discovered the name there. We also discovered this. I'll show him the symbol of Ravenkind.
As you show him the symbol of Ravenkind, he immediately starts to look around to see if anyone else is here and says, "Keep that hidden. Keep it to yourself. It's a token of good luck and your destined path." And he sort of shoves it back to you so that you keep it hidden. Perhaps it would be best if we speak another place. And he would gesture for you to come in.
Well, who knew that the Morning Lord is also for good luck?
As you would be seated down in the kitchen on the upper floor, he would say, "Well, firstly, in regards to that symbol of yours, it's a powerful artifact that has resided in Barovia for quite some time. It has been lost on many occasions and found on other times. It seems to be a destined path for those who struggle against the lord of this land, and for you to possess it is a sign of good luck. I would
I mean-
advise to keep it to yourself and don't share it much with people you don't trust.
Wait, so your ruler doesn't like Latender?
I don't know. Do vampires like the sun?
Yeah, that's true.
The vampire killing god. They hate him for some reason.
This symbol stems from an old conflict that was here in this land at the onset of the rule of the current lord. Have you perhaps heard of Saint Markovia from Kresk?
Did we read his name not like in like some parchment somewhere?
I don't know. There
I
are too
believe
many
you have
names in
heard
this
this
campaign.
name before.
Yeah.
So he would continue and say, a great many years ago, there was a conflict when the current lord took control over this land, and it caused the rebellion, one that originated from the village of Kresk, led by Saint Markovia. She was fiercely loyal to the Morning Lord, and led the rebellion against the Lord here. But in the end, her rebellion failed. Her symbol of devotion lost to the age of time, until it was rediscovered on a number of different occasions and then lost again. Each time recovered at a different location. And it appears you have it in your hands this very moment.
Oh, it's like we're carrying a little piece of Aberhole along on our journey now.
Yep.
Seems there's a lot going on in this place.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
It's certainly a unique place.
Each time it shows up, is that also when there was another raid on the Lord of the Land?
Sorry, could you say that again? What showed up when?
The medallion symbol thing. Since that's a yearly thing nearly. That they go attack the castle.
Oh, no. The uprising from the village of Barovia doesn't appear to have anything to do with the artifact that in your disposal.
Are you descended from the forest folk at all, or you seem to know a lot
Well.
about their ways?
Going far enough back, that would probably be the case.
Do you
You can see he's sort of evading the question, but you get the implication.
Don't think he wants to know that he's a raven.
do you happen to know anything about the ritual that took place on Yesterhill? Not the one we thwarted, but this would have happened some 600 years ago between the Ladies 3 and Strahd. if I'm understanding correctly.
I've only heard of the legends about it.
The legends
There was
contain it. Sorry.
there was a broken allegiance between the forest folk and the lord of the land. At that time, he would only have been a conqueror, and it would appear that whatever agreement they made, they couldn't quite foresee the consequences of the decisions. From what I can gather, there's a reason the Lord calls himself the Lord of the Land. It is because of those rituals. He is not simply, well, a man that walks the land. He is the land. And that is the key.
So we try to stab Strahd today?
No. But I would assume that binding the spirits would give him some benefits, so.
Ever
I don't know.
since that pact occurred, the ladies three have been nowhere in sight for any of the forest folk. They're gone. Nothing more than whispers in the wind. It must have something to do with it. But it is difficult to know. We have searched for more information about this in our time. And unfortunately, whatever nature of the ritual is a closely guarded secret that we have not been able to uncover. But from what we can gather, it appears to somehow link the Lord with the land and the ladies three.
I hope someone's writing this down.
I would, but I can't access my notes because I can't access Google Docs.
It makes the land dangerous to traverse. There are
Is that
creatures that suddenly heed the words of the Lord rather than simply being wild. It has changed the place.
And and I guess we may have stumbled upon our way out of this godforsaken land. Eventually.
Well, I think it's at least forsaken by the gods if we found the amulet.
Perhaps that could be a key for you. You've been now to the shrine of the Seeker. Do you know that there are two other shrines? The shrine to the Huntress and the shrine to the Weaver.
Do you by chance know their locations?
The shrine to the Weaver lies in the ruins of Berez.
And I'm gonna guess the shrine to the Huntress is somewhere around Lake Zarovich.
The shrine to the Huntress is a bit inside of the Svalish woods to the southeast of Alaki, near a certain windmill that you may have spied upon your travels.
and the Weaver one was?
The ruins of Brez, the swamp of Brez. Yeah. So on the map then, if we look on the map, so this circle that I'm moving around here, that is where the Weaver is. Shrine
Mhm.
of the Weaver. And the Shrine of the Huntress is somewhere around here. Yeah, I can ping now. Wait. Over here somewhere. And this is the Weaver. I completely forgot I have a ping tool now. I could do that.
Yeah,
instead.
it's so fun. But at least confirms my initial idea of where one of them is. Plus gives another reason to visit the windmill. At first, we have to say many kids because apparently every kid in this land is somehow confused and kidnapped and in trouble. So
Or not even a kid.
sometimes they're ghosts.
Or evil demons or something.
That's also a possibility.
Is there what else you wish to speak to Davian about before you depart?
If he knows any.
Roughly.
He pulls out his pocket clock.
it would be like 12-ish.
When was dinner with Strahd?
Midday or midnight?
Noon.
We left really early.
Yeah, because you went to sleep early and you woke up early and you just rummaged around a bunch.
True.
So yeah, you have a solid time left of the day. So
Then I will ask him if he knows anything about the woods to the north, the wooded area northeast of Kresk.
it's infested with werewolves. Quite a dangerous place to be. A number of packs fight for control over the region.
Yeah, that basically confirms that we need to go save those kids from the werewolves still.
If they're still alive. Oh well.
Well, even if they're not, we mayhaps can bring their remains back to their family. You know, not to cause another 5 ghost kids to appear and be bound to places.
Yeah.
Be wary should you travel there. Werewolves have a tendency to curse others if you aren't aware.
Yeah, like,
Should you ever be bitten, it is best to treat it at once.
I can learn cure disease, right?
wouldn't it? Lycanthropy is a disease and a curse?
No, it's
It's a weird thing. It's a curse more, right?
Yeah, it's a curse.
Ah.
So, yeah.
Let's remove curse then. Which I think you also can learn, but
Yeah, should be able to.
Lloyd, when was the dinner with Strahd again?
Technically this evening.
Ah. Should
Oh,
maybe
he's going
show
to be
up there.
disappointed.
So I wrote it in my notes that it would be when you got the invitation, you got it like a day or so later than we were supposed to send out. It was supposed to be 2 days in advance. So
I-
it is
Well-
this day.
Um,
But you never got the invitation right. You just left. So
right, if we want to head back there, we kind of have to go there basically now.
Yeah.
I do not.
I do not, but someone wants to like eat with a lot of the land, and I'm not sure he likes being stood up.
How far away is that? And that's
I'll just need to use the restroom. BRB.
a long.
It's 2 days of travel to the other side of the kids.
Oh, well. We can't even make it.
Yes.
Oh yeah, because it takes a day to get back to Valaki basically, and then we
Yeah.
have to go to his castle, I assume, unless he has a teleport feature that you can go like, Lord Strahd, I'm ready. Accept us. Vroom.
Where or when did we get that letter?
Well, you got it last, I think, yesterday when we were traveling to here.
Ah. Well,
And then we took a day to fight the tree, so I guess we'll just have to ask if he has a high, like, a speed high rail, speedway rail connection.
dimension door? Does that work?
I don't think that brings you anywhere close to the distance you need to go.
Really? Is it that limited?
500 feet.
Wow, really?
Yes.
Huh. Well.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm back.
Eh.
Like, how many dimension doors can Strahd cast?
Wait, what?
Well, Mike asked if dimension door works to get to his castle, so how many dimension doors would it take to get to his castle?
Oh, to get to his castle. Dimension doors. Isn't that only 500 feet?
Yes.
Uh. Uh. From where you are? Oh, wait, I have that in a document. I have it in how many miles you're away. I don't know how many feet is a mile.
1,280.
Okay.
So let's be generous. So every 2 miles is 5 dimension doors.
Yeah, and you're a lot of miles away. Where is the distance calculator? I have it there somewhere.
I think we need to get super dimension door if we want to do that.
Mm.
Maybe you can learn the teleport spell. Only level 7, I think, right?
Mm. Yeah. I guess
Okay.
I will have to ask if the family here has messenger pigeons. Do they not have messenger pigeons?
I don't think
You
they
would
have
need. You would need. I think it's 36 miles.
Reduce 5, so 50. You would
So-
need close to 90 dimension doors, I think.
So
Yeah, you
we-
need exactly 90 dimension doors.
Then I'm all out.
so that would be a couple of couple of high level spells. They would have messenger pigeons if you
Would
want to
the
send a
messenger
message.
pigeon be able to get there by this evening?
Sure.
Lloyd
Sure.
saying sure, and he's already planning to get the pigeon shot down or something. Aye.
Just send him a message with the message spell.
I
Good day, Lord. I can't dinner tonight. We are a little bit. We got invitation bit late. We'll be there tomorrow.
will we be there tomorrow?
I mean, I want to save the kids.
I don't have message. I only have sending, but that's a 3rd level, and I don't have any more spell slots. So
You could have short rested and restored the sorcery points and converted them.
I used all the sorcery points as well.
Yeah, you could have short rested and converted the new ones.
Fine, pigeon it is. I ask. I can't remember these guys' names. They're all too Russian and I don't know for me.
We're talking to Devin?
Davian.
Davian?
Martin.
If he has a pen, paper, and if I could, I don't know, borrow a pigeon for a gold or something.
Sure. He'll allow you to send a pigeon message. He
Okay.
would sort of inquire. Who do you need to send it
Surely
to?
a raven. Surely.
You'd be
Yes.
like,
Surely.
to the Lord of the Land. He fucking kicks us out.
So yeah, indeed, Castle Ravenloft, I guess.
He would just be so perplexed by
Pigeon loft.
by the fact that you say that.
I will tell him I'm missing a dinner
Very
party
well.
with your count. I think I should notify him.
Okay. Sure. Just write the message here and we'll see to that delivery is sent out immediately.
Okay. I'll write dear count. I'm so sad to inform you that we are unfortunately stuck on the other side of your country, and our transportation means cannot get us there in time for the dinner party. P.S. The invitation letter was also kind of a bit late. A lot late.
P.S. Blame Rahad. You should probably behead him.
PS, please don't behead him.
Why not?
And then PS, when we are closer in the area to make a fun afternoon tea or dinner, we will let one of your servants know. Dearest apologies. Does our group have a name?
No, you wanted the invitation, so your name goes in the letter.
Okay, well, my name goes in the letter then. I'll add some more formal sentences that
Mm.
express how sad the situation is.
Mhm.
Dear Sir Count Lord, it has deeply
Crying
saddened
emoji.
me.
Crying emoji.
It has deeply saddened me. Sad smiley face. I am currently stuck in traffic across your country.
You do not have means of fast traffic or transport.
Our horse has lost a leg, so it's kind of slow.
Well, we have one horse for a cart of 2 horses normally, so it's probably slow, yeah.
If we had one of those flamey horses, we maybe might move faster.
Actually, if we had some flying horses or something, that would be better.
Yeah, sure. He'll just summon a
as
Pegasus
the raven
for us.
flies, no? We would get places. Could we like enlarge ravens to such a point that we will just have raven mounts and then just fly around?
You can enlarge a raven to have someone be flown with it.
There we go. Just have to do that.
Just you sure you want to cast enlarge every minute?
Is it every minute, eh?
I think enlarge is a minute, right? Yep.
And doesn't it only increase the size category by 1 stage?
Yeah.
So a raven would be considered a tiny creature, so we become a small creature.
You can probably find a big raven.
Yeah.
The mother of all ravens.
Well, the raven mother is someone, yes.
True.
Oh, there's a giant raven. It's a large beast. We can make it. We can make it large. We can make it huge.
And then you could all fly on it.
Yeah.
If you cast enlarge every minute.
Sadly, no one can.
Nope.
Oh, we can. Oh, clearly the answer is we just cast enlarge on a swarm of ravens.
There we go.
Because it's a medium swarm of tiny beasts.
Interesting.
I just, step on the swarm of ravens and they'll just carry me across. My raven tornado.
Raven tornado.
Anyways, after you're done writing your letter, should we actually start, saving the kids?
Yep. I do assure that the pigeon is sent now.
Mm-hmm.
He would not want to have the wrath of being the slow messenger or something. Probably. I don't know. How is he in regards to this lord? Actually, don't know.
I don't think most people like the Lord.
I don't know. I haven't. Usually, everyone's like devil, but these guys are kind of. Does he drink their wine? If you make it slightly redder.
Do you ask him that?
Yeah, sure.
We do provide on occasion wine deliveries for the Lord as well.
Well,
I think that's most that we can do here at the moment before, we get another remark out of our local lady.
Okay. You'll
And
take your leave then.
Before we make enemies out of Damien.
All good. So,
I just mean it
In-
jokingly, by the way.
In that case, you would have delivered the gemstone, and he would have obviously thanked you for doing that. He would also have informed you the same thing that you informed of before, that the second other one that is missing to be in the swamp of Perez. So you would know that as well. In the clutches of
Yeah, Ladybug.
Lady.
Saga.
Yeah. And the third one, they don't know. So, just to repeat information that you technically already have, but
Well, judging by the locations, it's probably in the windmill.
could be.
Yeah.
And since you have completed this quest, you do level up.
Oh.
So,
Sucks that Hopper wasn't here for it.
yeah, he doesn't get the level.
He missed the experience. That's sad.
But you do level up. So I suppose we could do that now. Or we could wait for next session, I guess, if you need a lot of prep to figure out what you're picking and stuff like that.
I just need to press level up, roll my hit dice.
Oh,
Yeah, level 7 isn't the most exciting level up
Hey.
point.
It's mainly just picking spells for you two, right? And
Yep,
I essentially
can
have.
pick one spell.
Yep, same for Awen.
Yep.
But at least Awen gets like 3 more spells now because of her aberrant mind.
Yay.
so I suppose in that case, you could just click the level up button and then roll some hit dice. You need to roll above half your.
Wait, there is a level up button?
That actually closed my character. The sheet. That's interesting.
If you go to your character, and then on the main page, right next to class, there is a inspection glass thingy that you click on, and then hypothetically clicking the level up button should work.
I don't think that works for me specifically, at least.
Yeah, I don't think it works for you. You just have to.
I'll
add
just
that to
manually
your-
have to be level 7. Here
Yeah,
you go.
and
I'm
then
level
it doesn't add your HP automatically, so you'll need to.
adds the hit dice at least, but I need to roll the hit dice.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll take that.
And you add your con as well, so that's 9.
Plus 2. Yay. Up to 59 max, which is actually not 59 at the moment.
Yeah. So that is the average HP for you. Oh, so that's that should have sorted itself out.
I'm surpassing our tanky cleric in hit points.
Yeah, so if you just add another cleric class in, it should have added the average.
Oh, I can even add my own spells. Wow. But I will have to read many of them. So that's probably going to take a while.
I think most importantly, just get your hit point. In worst case, you can always upcast the current level spell at level 4.
Yeah.
For this tiny remainder of the session if we need it.
Did it automatically add the spells you know from Aberrant Mind?
I will look. It's a bit weird. I think I forgot one. Wait, where's my spell list?
It doesn't seem to have added them.
It did mention them. Wait, Everett's Black Tentacles. Do I see
Each of these.
It's Effort's Black Tentacle and Summon Aberration.
Yeah, so I'll add
the thing
those.
said compulsion, but I don't know what that meant. I have a feeling that was a different list. Because that one had also modify memory.
Yeah, because you have the beta version, right? Or the different version, technically.
I guess.
Or Light might have the Unearthed Arcana version of it.
Yeah, that's probably what has been added. Yeah.
Oh, and I guess technically because you leveled up, you can also replace one of your spells known from that list as well with another one again. So
I don't have the summon aberration from Tasha's, so I'll have to add that one.
good luck, Light.
My God.
I think you're just making 3 stat blocks.
Yeah, is it?
There's 3 different creatures.
Summon aberration. No text.
Wait, ready?
It's technically they share a lot, but some are very specific to some creatures.
Oh, that shows up there.
I just see one stat block.
Yeah, because it's the same creature. They just have slightly different thing depending on what you summon. So, like, one might only have regeneration, the other can hover, the only.
Yeah. Strahd only, Beholderkin only, Starspawn only. I will have to read this again at some point by next week.
No,
No.
you need to roll your hit dice still.
Yes. How did I do that again? Just rolling the hit dice.
You have a
again?
d6, I think.
Yes! I love that one. Hey, did it
I think that
automatically
means
add?
you added 5 already, so I think that is 4 plus 1 of your con. I'm not sure what your con is at the moment.
+1.
Yeah, so you add 2 more.
Yeah. Wait, I'm sorry. What?
You went from 38.
Wait, was I 38, not 37?
Yes, you were 38.
Why
Yeah,
did I go then to 43?
38 plus 5.
Yeah,
Because the average of a d6 is 4 plus 1 from con.
Right.
So you add 2 more health to that. You have 45.
I don't know how to modify that.
Oh,
You could just click on your max HP and change the number.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool.
so yeah, and if you can figure out which spells you pick, and stuff like that. Session. That's all good. Okay. So with that, you head out on your journey. You take with you your cart and your horse,
My horse.
and you would travel north. So,
Did we ever pass this?
how would you want to approach the lads to the north there? Where would you like to go?
Oh, I can access my Google Doc again. Oh my god. Kind of slow, but I can access it.
I guess we could go to Kresk and then.
Well, we should head to Kresk. We just have to be aware of a white werewolf.
Yeah. I guess we can ask there if they can point us in the direction.
Okay.
No, wait, he's south of. What is it? Lunar River? Where is the Lunar River line?
Lunar River?
Yeah.
That is on the south of the map. So Lunar Lake
Oh, yeah, I see Lunar Lake.
Litzolensk Pass, and it goes all the way down. The Lunar River goes from Lake Sarovich all the way down to Lunar Lake.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, I think it's the opposite way. It's higher up there, and then it flows down.
Yeah, no, all fine. But confused why they mentioned that when going to Kresk, but maybe they mentioned it for something else.
They meant the Raven River.
Ah.
It is near the Raven River, the one that goes right next to the.
So just to be sure, White Cloud is south of the Raven River.
Yes.
Okay, I no idea how they ever got to Luna River here, but
That is me messing up.
well, now I know. Anyways, now that I not have to pay across the map for it, it's be careful of the White Cloud.
So as you travel, when you're near the Raven River crossing, you would be able to spy with your very high passive perception, Sarah. A bit off from the crossing to your east, there appears to be a carriage that is parked there. The carriage looks quite similar to a carriage you've seen before. It's a very fine black carriage that has a a burning horse that stands before it,
Yep.
and a man that's just standing beside it, sort of looking out.
Is it the guy from the from the Death House? The scrawny man?
Yeah. It would be a bit to the east, along the Old Swallish Road. Not necessarily in the direction you're going, but
Is
Let's
he
go say hi.
looking out for something?
he seems to be looking out for something. Yeah.
So maybe that's how we were supposed to get to the castle.
Ah. Well, let's go check as well.
Orphans are going to die, aren't they?
I don't want the orphans to die.
Do you want to go over to this individual?
I don't.
Well,
I wanna go
you
save
have
the
an
kid,
option of
but-
doing something else if you want to. You can attempt to sneak by if you don't want to be seen.
When I feel like a single horse is not that sticky.
Yeah, if you want to sneak your way around, you would kind of have to go over the Raven River and away from the road. But yeah.
No, let's go there.
Might be worth a try.
But I want to know what he's looking for.
Us, probably.
Well, then we get a free meal, and we can.
And
check
some
the rest.
children die.
Well, then we
Yeah,
ask
I
him
don't-
to also quickly bring us back here. See?
We've got no indication that cart moves faster than a normal cart.
I don't know.
I only know the guy is really aware of his surroundings. Or we can see if we cross the road, if we cross the bridge, if he starts following us, because then he does intend for us, right?
Do we know he's seen us?
It doesn't appear like he spotted you yet. I've given you the opportunity to act beforehand, Saren, since you have a very high passive perception. It's very keen.
I spy with my little eye through the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Scrawny man with a burning horse.
He sounds awful.
He's the guy that gave us the healing potions at the start of the game.
What game are you playing, Saren?
I don't know. I had a weird dream. I'm in the Death House. It felt like a game trying to escape from the house. We could try crossing the river. Maybe he doesn't want us actually. Not the river, the bridge. I don't think we want to go through the water. Unless you guys have different ideas.
I'm happy to try going across the river.
Can I
Well.
wave at him?
At the moment, you do have the option of taking it. You have a lot of options at your disposal. If somebody wants to do something, you can just take the reins and act. But yeah.
I really want to save the kids. We already took extra time for the wine. People.
Yeah, I'm in favor of kids saving in general.
Okay, but at least we warn him that we can't come. Then at least we have 2 messages.
That's what your letter was.
Yeah, but I don't know if the pigeon is gonna survive.
I don't know. We might not survive.
What do you mean we might not survive? The whale?
I don't know.
That guy looks pretty tough to me.
The scrawny guy. Okay.
With the flaming horse.
The flaming horse might be strong.
I want to remind you that scrawny guy could probably beat you up in a single round.
Fine.
You did see, despite his very strong-looking stature, he had some sort of hint of battle, like he's seen fighting.
Yeah, I remember. But I think Ewa doesn't half remember what happened at the Death House, considering they were sleeping.
Yes.
So over the bridge we go.
Over the bridge?
Unless you want to trek through the woods and the river. How much do you think a cart can handle the river?
No, and we have 1 horse.
It could work,
Mm.
but you also have the option of just placing the cart here for the moment and doing something else. No traveling on foot. So,
Are we at P? Sorry.
yes.
I mean, what's to stop us going south?
Well, the man is current. Well, we can return. We can go backwards.
Like, I mean,
True.
we're talking about going, you know, over the river, but like,
Yeah, the man is there.
oh, okay.
Yeah, he was to the east of the crossing.
Okay.
So either we pass him and go across the river over the bridge. We take our cart and horse and go through the woods, or we go backwards, or we meet him.
Yeah, like you could go through the forest here, like this, and get around if
Yeah,
you
it
want
doesn't really solve the issue.
It's solve the issue of us trying to get north.
to. Yeah, you could go like this and then up here.
Add another 3 days to our travel. Say hello to the local, like, little. Find the giant spider that's lost in the meanwhile.
Well, Jenny probably wouldn't say no to some visitors.
I would say no.
Do you want until next session to ponder on your choice?
I don't think this is that much of a choice. We just have to decide on, do we take the bridge, or do we go back, drop a card back at them and be like, yo, can we save a card over here for a moment and walk through north to Kresk and probably face a werewolf?
I prefer to just travel there by cart.
I think we just take the bridge then.
Yeah, I'm not sure losing the cards will really help speed us up at all.
We're just crossing the bridge.
Okay.
Suspense.
Sorry. So you get up to the the Raven River crossing, And as you go to turn over towards the bridge that goes across the Raven River, you spy that the coach driver just sort of waves over to you for you to approach and tries to get your attention.
Can I wave now?
I guess we can hear him out at least. But I'm still standing that we should save the kids.
Yeah.
So do you go over to talk to him?
Might as well hear him out.
Turn the cart around and go over to where he's standing. And he says, "Ah, it is wonderful to see you. I was instructed to wait here for your arrival. You are slated for a dinner with the Count this evening, and I am to be your coach driver."
Yes, but unfortunately we couldn't make it
Yeah, but-
because it's too far. So I sent him a note with our apologies.
Well, no worries at all. I am here to
That's a
ferry you
good-
to the castle
that's a
itself.
bold gambit. Standing in front of the bus going, oh, I wish I could have made it to the bus.
And we will make it in due time, regardless. That has already been accounted for.
Accounted for.
Well, obviously we didn't expect you to stand here when we got the note relatively late.
I believe it wasn't accepted by you, but yes, you would have been informed that I would be coming to pick you up.
Were we informed?
No,
I didn't know, I
You didn't
expect
take
any
the letter.
letters.
Yeah,
What do you mean
you
we
didn't take the letter.
letter?
You didn't take the invitation. You just left Rod in.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Oh, I thought we took the letter. Oh,
No, you didn't.
well, shoot. I didn't understand that. Different. How long are these dinners, by the way? I ask him.
Oh, it would just be for the evening, of course.
We do have a rather pressing engagement with some orphans who we don't wish to die.
Sort of looks at you for a moment in silence and says, "Does that mean that you wish to decline the invitation?"
Can't we just
I
go
think-
for like an hour or two and then ask him to drive us back to Kresk?
I don't know how fast his horse goes. Or the cart goes.
Can I ask him that, the driver? If it's possible to also return us to Kresk then?
Well, after the dinner, I can shuttle you back here, yes, should that be your wish.
Would we still make it before midnight or something?
These sort of things. No, I'm afraid not. You wouldn't make it before midnight.
Oh,
It is quite a bit of travel to get to Castle Ravenloft from here, but we can make it in time for the dinner appointment.
wait, how late is the dinner appointment then?
He will be slated for this evening, and we will make it on time. You get the sense that the dinner appointment is this evening, but well, it would be this day, but exactly when o'clock it starts, it might be a little flexible.
Yeah.
Perhaps because you're the esteemed guests of honor.
Second question. What would happen to our horse and cart? Because we can't just leave our horse and cart here in the middle of nowhere, I think.
That would be a bit of a predicament. We could take it a bit slower back to Valaki. You could drop it off there before we speed up to the castle. Should that be?
How's that possible? That's a whole day of travel.
It seems his fire horses have some insane speed.
Yeah, but our horse doesn't.
How late would we return to Kresk if we were to come and get driven back?
If we travel during the night, it would be sometime around noon tomorrow, perhaps.
I guess the question is, would we be going off into werewolf-infested woods without taking a long rest anyway?
I mean, doing minor exploration around the area or the city would have been probably what we did today. But it's kind of hard to say no to the Lord of the Land, right?
Can I ask the driver?
Out of
if
interest,
he
what
knows-
happens if we do say no?
Do you ask him? Or do you ask me
Yes.
as DM? Okay. Yeah. That would be a regretful decision, and the Lord would be informed of it. And that's all he will say.
But surely he would understand that we're going to save the poor orphans.
How regretful does he think it is?
Probably not.
You get the sense that he doesn't quite know how how Strahd would respond, but probably he would not be pleased. Not at all.
Do you think that-
Especially given the fact that you've already skirted his invitation.
Well, yeah, you should take a fucking hint.
I didn't understand that we didn't take it. I feel so silly.
But like it is perfectly you can do this if you want to, like from a DM perspective, right? It's just yeah.
It's just
You can
will have
perfectly
to
just
look over
decline
your
the dinner.
shoulder forever now. Can I ask the driver if he knows the whereabouts of White Claw?
How do you want to come to us with dinner? Where's Wereclaw?
He thinks, is that a pack that resides near the Raven River? I think it is. Yeah.
I thought it was one werewolf that was called White Claw. Is it a
Well, that's probably right. I am not too familiar with the werewolves really grouped together, I guess. Don't pay them too much mind.
I guess
With your insight check, he knows who it is or where in the rough location. So he's just not saying all he probably knows. But
Oh, should we do the? I guess we bring our cart to Valaki because we can bring it safe there. And maybe you can tell us a bit more about the area then.
Ooh, yes.
Well,
a scenic tour
nothing
guide.
like striking up some conversation while traveling.
We should have just done what we did with Rahadin and just sped away. He was beckoning to us. I blame everyone but myself.
I wish
So,
we could. I feel we're kind of forced now.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So just let me clarify this, right? So the way the module works is that there's a million things that you can do, and you choose which ones you do. If you don't want to do something in particular, you don't have to choose it, right? It might have some consequences to not take a course of action, right? But you still have the choice. It's supposed to be a sandbox adventure, right?
Yeah, but like
So
from talking in my character, I'm all here to help the people as much as I can as well. But pissing off the guy that's on top of this land is probably not high in the priority if we want to survive.
Yeah. It would give us some good insight if the guy is a bit.
Assuming it even is just a dinner.
Maybe we are the dinner. Da, da, da.
wow, that would be a twist.
How long would it be from Kresk to here again with a cart?
What about if we
from
stored
from here to Kresk,
Yeah.
um,
it's the
it will
same
be
distance, no?
it would be roughly 1.5 hours, something like that. So at this point, it would be maybe like 1:30, something.
Okay, really, really weird suggestion. If we attach our cart behind his carriage, and we could potentially, because I assume that Gabriel can lift the horse at least. We can attach.
What?
What?
No, she not that strong.
Hey, how strong do you think you need to be to lift the horse, Micah?
I don't know. What's his name again? The paladin.
So a horse weighs about 420 kilos ish.
Yes.
But Abigail
So that would
lifted.
be
What was it again? Something that could fly. That's also heavy.
The griffin?
I think so. So we can't attach the horse to the side of the carriage. That is just not touching its hooves on the floor, and the carriage would just. Or on the back.
In fairness, a griffin weighs half a horse.
Okay, well, I don't know. Or we put the horse in the carriage and just attach it to the carriage, and then we just have a tiny caravan.
You want to dimension door the horse to Strahd, maybe?
But that would work, no? Then we can go of the speed of the fiery horse, and then we detach it at Valaki.
do you make it clear to the coach driver that you have a problem with getting the cart to a city?
Well, we definitely want the cart somewhere we can reach it and get back quickly to what our plan is if we do. Yes.
Okay. So he would say, I would be able to get someone that could drive the cart to Valaki for you. Although someone in Valaki would have to take it within the walls, but at least we can get it to the walls.
Isn't it easier then
It's
if we let it be driven to Kresk?
Or you could
Well, we
we
don't
could
know
have it
anyone in
delivered to
Kresk.
Kresk.
yeah,
However,
yeah.
I would regrettably inform you that no one in Kresk would speak to any outsiders lest you know them.
Right. Well, Valaki it is then.
I would need a strength of 30 to pick up a horse.
You're close. Just missing a couple of points.
Where's my gloves of dragon strength?
Don't you want the belt of hill iron giants or something?
Wait, isn't there an item that doubles your carrying capacity or something? That would double your your, your lifting capacity.
Oh, there's a belt of storm giant, which is legendary. Will put you at 29 strength.
There we go.
If it's a small horse, that's fine. Any legendary items around here?
Yes, your amulet.
I mean,
but I don't think you can summon and you cannot stun the horse as a vampire.
hey Lloyd, it lists the price of this amulet as 50,000 gold. What happens if I try and sell it?
You can try if you find somebody that could actually purchase it.
I don't think many people are rich enough to even.
Technically, you're not supposed to to sell those types of items, but
Okay, well, then we'll just
Uh,
courier service. And if
I
not,
guess.
they owe us a horse and a new cart.
But we've been with this horse since the start of this adventure.
Yes.
It feels like we're just willing to sacrifice an awful lot of lives.
Like, my main issue is the
Just to go
orphans.
to dinner. Yes.
But he told us where White Claw is.
No, he didn't.
Okay. Dear Mr. Driver, we are not trying to harm this White Claw. We just would like some information out of him.
That's also not the problem.
Wait. I'm not on my rolling thing yet. Where is it? It would be a great. Ah, my God!
Yep.
Never mind.
we talked about harming
Wait.
or anything about White Claw, and you're just like, we don't want to harm White Claw. Where is White Claw?
No, we are not gonna harm him. He was the nice wolf, no? It was
No,
really?
he's not. There's a bounty on him.
Yeah, but these people might be a bit overreactive. Oh well. Doesn't really matter.
Okay. I'm struggling to fully follow exactly what
Me
It
too.
failed anyways, Lloyd, because with the one, it's not gonna go anywhere.
uh,
Would it be possible to rearrange the dinner?
For what reason would I need to report back to the Count that you wish to rearrange it?
The aforementioned orphans.
We
I'm
would
sure
like
he
to
wouldn't like
save
kids
some-
dying in his land.
Yeah, we would like to save some young citizens so that he can have people in his land, I guess. Because if the younger generations don't really survive, his people are gonna die out, I guess. Unless he wants that.
I can return to the Count and inform him of your request, and you will have another missive sent to you. And we'll see how the Count takes it. Be on your way.
Please convey my deepest apologies. We did not handle the receiving of the invitation correctly, it seems. It seems like there are different customs than my homeland.
That I will convey back to the Count. He just
Doesn't-
gives a bow, despite his very sort of bent forward stature because of his back problems.
Oh, we'll see if we
If
get
I wish
killed now.
to find you once more, would it be suitable to pick you up at this location?
We can meet here around Kresk. That's where we are heading.
Yes.
Okay. He he goes up on the cart, takes the reins, and drives off.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting you again.
Thank you, Dragos.
What was his name? Did we ever ask him his name?
Yeah.
It's Dragos Mironovich.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Well, let's hurry and save those kids then, because we're not going to get this opportunity a second time, if we even get one.
Gonna suck if the kids are dead, though. Uh,
At least we attempted instead of feasting on some random chicken in, Strahd's place.
yes.
To Kresk.
And with that, you make your way to Kresk. At Kresk, you would be greeted by a closed gate, and you would get the same message that you got, I believe, last time. Here? Last
We
time.
were never here.
You weren't here. Okay, then I'm mixing groups.
We
My
were
apologies.
in Valaki, where we had to say that we hate the devil. Is that the code
But
word
you
here
were
as well?
just here. No, we weren't.
Oh,
Sorry, this is the problem. This is the problem with having two groups that play the same module. Like, wait, weren't you at the... Okay, in that case. Okay. You would be greeted at the entrance of Kresk. I'll find... I think they have a picture here. Kresk, let's see. Okay, I don't have one. You approach Kresk and you continue uphill up to what appears to be a completely walled off settlement. You see two square towers with peaked roofs flank a stone archway into which is set a pair of 12-foot tall iron-bound wooden doors. Carved into the arch above the door is the name Kresk. The walls extends from the gatehouse, are about 20 feet high. Atop the parapets you can see 4 figures wearing fur hats and clutching spears as you approach. They watch you nervously.
Greetings. I'll wave very friendly.
Please state your business here at Kresk, one of them says.
Well, we have several businesses. One is the mayor of Barovia. What's his name again? Fish.
what?
Wait, that you have... Wait.
We are
The
looking
mayor,
for his
the
friend.
burgomaster.
Remember?
Yes,
the burger.
there is someone named Dmitry Kraskov in here.
Yes. So we're looking for a friend from the old
The
burgomaster.
burgomaster
Of Barovia.
of... Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And also looking into a bit of a werewolf issue that seems to be going on here in the neighborhood.
We do have enough of those, yes. They infest the lands around here.
I would say great, but then again, that's not great. So I will not say great. Can we come in, please?
Do we have the letter still?
We do not let strangers into the village of Kresk. Would to earn our trust to gain passage in.
Do we have the letter
They-
still from
Yes, we do.
the Burgomaster?
Okay, I'll hold up the letter. Look, this is the letter written to us from Koljan Nindorovic.
They
Sure.
sort of mumble between each other.
Not sure if we can even read a letter from up there.
he would say, walk up to the gate and place the letter on the ground there, and then stay back after. And then they sort of mumble among each other who's going to go down and pick it up. Who's going to be the poor sod that has to go and pick it up.
Would you like me to just hand you the letter? I will cast Mage Hand and just make the letter
don't.
travel up. It's 30 feet, no?
Oh, dude! They
Don't.
suddenly act
Don't.
quite surprised by the fact that you cast magic, but the letter would sort of float up and land atop the parapets there next to them.
There we go.
Very well. And they they sort of scaredly just snatch the letter out of the mage hands. Don't seem particularly well versed with magic.
I think next time you're supposed to say, I'm going to summon an invisible hand that will bring the letter to you.
Ah, yes.
So you don't scare them.
Very strange that people are so estranged from magic.
Well, not everyone knows it.
Yes.
They read it and say, we'll need to consult with the mayor here. We'll be back shortly. And you hear them sort of run off into the city. Well, one of them runs off.
Didn't we also have
Well-
to speak to the Burgomaster here about something?
We were asking about the mayor, Dmitry Kraskov, in case there was a safe place for Irina.
Ah, yes. It's good that one of us has a good memory.
You should with
Or at least
intelligence, not my wisdom.
It wouldn't take long until you would have been greeted by another man who would step on top of the gatehouse and look down to you. This individual is dressed in sort of much more fine clothes. He has sort of like a coat that has like fine silver and grey engravings or embroilments on it, I should say. As he stands up there and says, I have received your letter, and you wish to speak with me.
Yes.
You curry favor with the Burgomaster of Barovia, correct?
Indeed. And even the one of Valakia. Maybe not as much, but we had dinner there as well.
We're
That is,
completing the set.
That is certainly two very different people to curry favor with.
Yes, indeed.
Huh. You must certainly be some sly talkers in that case. He sort of he laughs a little.
But we're certainly a unique bunch. Don't mind her mumbling shit.
I must still regrettably inform you that one cannot be too careful. And I'm afraid I would need to ask you to show that you are not not another werewolf that come to infest our land. And he just tosses like a dagger down.
Wait, we have to stab ourselves?
Show that you can actually bleed by a mundane weapon. You
Well,
don't need to harm yourself, but just show that you can be harmed.
I've already done this today.
Yes, I
So
hold
just-
up her hand. Look!
I'll just
And
cut my hand again.
and he would say, "My deepest apologies for this strange request, but one cannot be too careful."
I understand your concern. That's kind of also partially why we're here. Well, the majority of reason why we're here.
And you would do so yourself then? You would use the dagger he threw?
Yeah,
Isn't
I'll
she still
use the dagger he
bleeding,
threw.
technically?
Well, I don't think the minor cut from me cutting my hand is gonna bleed till like
Yeah,
4
okay.
years.
Yeah, you're not going to harm yourself. It's just like it's slightly uncomfortable. But yeah,
I'm getting used to this now.
And werewolves even touch silver.
No, normally not. Ah, I have some, what was it again? Small silver arrows or bullets or something?
I don't know if they can touch silver or not, but they do. They do have some innate resistance to effects that aren't silver. You would know that. You would technically know
My
because
point
of your
is,
background.
if I simply hold a silvered weapon, is that sufficient proof?
I have already cut
No.
myself, so
They would
You
ask you to
have.
show that you can actually be harmed by a mundane weapon. And they would ask for each of you to prove that, not just sufficient with one.
well, I'll hand over the dagger to you two. I guess. Well, you three technically because Hopper is also still. But Hopper doesn't like pointy ends.
He's fallen asleep and we just make a little stab in his butt.
So each of you show that you can be harmed by a mundane dagger.
Sure.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we're gonna have a blood infection because we're all mixing.
I assume we can wipe off the dagger
Yeah,
between users.
You're completely fine. It's not going to harm you.
Otherwise, Lloyd would have been like roll a con save.
Yeah. Roll con to not get tinnitus. He would say to the guards, "Show them in. Open the gates." Go off and make sure that the gates open, he says. "You are welcome to the village of Kresk. I'm Dmitry Kreskov. It's a pleasure to meet you." And I think that is where we'll stop the session for today.
Mhm.
Where wolves stop?
No, where we will stop.
Werewolf stops the session.
Yeah, they'll just run out of the forest now and invade the city.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. You'll
Like
need to
meanwhile,
complete
balls
the
up,
skill
like-
challenge to get the cart inside of the city before the werewolves get you.
Lloyd's next combat is 30 werewolves, including a swarm of werewolves.
Does that exist?
No, but you can definitely make it.
Okay, well.
So, we'll pick up then next session with exploring Kresk.
Yay!
Mm-hmm.
Did your other group forget they had the letter?
They didn't get the letter. They didn't get a recommendation from from the Burgen Master there. So they when they got to Kresk, they had to prove themselves and find a way to curry favor for them to get in.
Mm-hmm.
There are a number of ways you can do that. So you had one of the options.
Did I, by
So
the
the
way,
other
get my
group has
letter
been there in
back?
Kresk.
Do I get my letter back?
Yeah, you'll get the letter back. So yeah, You're slowly uncovering some of the other stuff the other group knows. But funnily enough, there's one thing your group knows that the other group doesn't know.
Oh.
So you have been able to acquire one piece of information the other group does not.
I feel mocked. Thank you.
How to revive the seeker with
Well-
the dagger.
Well, to be fair, they've played for a lot longer that we've played this, right? So they're a bit further in. They're almost level 9 at this point.
Mm.
But yeah.
I also have more characters with an intelligence above 10 than 1.
Yeah. So, before we stop that, I just want to still. I want to reiterate this. There's a lot of things you can do. You don't have to do everything. You do the things you want to do. Okay? So